Just get the map out, please, Tracy.
I've got the map. You know I can't read maps. Now. Oh.
Country Victoria? Where are you?
Wodonga.
Right.
Alistair Purbrick, fourth generation family member of the original Chateau Tahbilk. Thank you for taking the time to walk us around your property today.
My pleasure.
Do you just love it as much as we do?
Well, there's a lot to love.
Yeah, there is. It's a huge property. How big is it?
It's about 3,000 acres.
Wow.
Yeah. And about 1,000 acres of it is natural wetlands and wildlife reserve, which we've been lovingly restoring for the last 20 years or so.
Okay, so we know that you were raised here. Amongst the wine, you're a vigneron, you grow lots of grapes here. What's the most popular wine?
Oh, that's a very good question. Our biggest selling wine is a white wine. It's a variety called Marsanne. It's a cross between an unoaked Chardonnay and a Riesling. As a young wine, it's got lots of sort of tropical fruits and citrus and lime and lemon flavours.
Yeah, well, we're really lucky with the Intolerant Cooks to be able to be here and look at your gorgeous winery and use your beautiful wine in our cooking.
Thank you. Well, tell me a little bit about the Intolerant Cooks.
It's a show for people who love to eat and love to cook, but they may have issues with food. They may have lactose intolerance or wheat intolerance. Lots of people have lots of different food issues. So we aim to create food that's really easy to make, that's fun. It's more about what we can eat rather than what we can't eat. Richard?
Yes?
I have 8 words for you.
What?
Slow-cooked chicken with green olives and pancetta. We've got something special to go in that chicken dish.
We're going to put on some beautiful Chateau Tahbilk Marsanne.
Yeah, this is a really popular wine here. Yeah. So let's get started.
There's finely chopped carrot.
Onion and celery.
You're going to start with that. We're going to start with these.
Yeah, why don't you chop up the pancetta? This is a gluten-free one, which is really special because for many of us, we haven't been able to eat these things for a long time.
Right, I'm going to add things as you stir.
Yeah.
How's that? And what I've done here is I've just smashed 2 cloves of garlic. I've got a pinch of salt, and I've just sort of squashed them roughly with the back of a knife. So that goes in. So I know some people do like these, and I know some people don't like anchovies.
Love them.
And I love them.
I either like to put them in the pan and smash them up with a wooden spoon or chop them into pieces because I know that you want to throw them in whole.
They melt. You won't even know they're there.
So, would you like to chop up this chicken?
Yep.
This is something I don't know how to do, so do you want to teach me?
All right, you can feel the bone along there, and you slice through there, and then you slowly just cut through.
Yeah.
And then again, you've got another bone just here. You've got to actually lift the chicken up on one side, and you can actually hear that break, which is not the best sound in the world, but it's what you've got to do. So you can find the knife through there, and then you have 2 bits of chicken.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to take out some of these fantastic Melrose organic olives, and they're just beautiful. I love them. Okay, so I want to measure out my olives because I tend to be a bit clumsy, and if I was just going to put these straight into the dish, I would, I'm onto you. I'd probably just drop them. And so, I didn't mean to hurt you. Sorry, I just turned into a matron with a cold spoon then, didn't I? Okay, oh, sorry. Okay, now, Richard, would you please hold that for me?
Yep.
And then I would just want to put this in the bottom. So this is the mirepoix. Okay.
Here we are.
So will you please put the chicken on top of that? Then we can put the olives in. Yeah.
Do we want to deglaze?
Yes, we do want to deglaze.
Okay.
That's gorgeous. So we're getting all the remainder of all the mirepoix. Putting in some fresh oregano. You can put yours in there. I'm sticking mine in the deglaze.
Okay, cool.
And let's throw these olives on.
Yep.
Richard, can you grab those veggies, please?
Yep.
Okay. Now, see, some people would put the passata and the deglaze in separately. I'm not going to do that. I want it to be all mixed up so that you've got that beautiful sauce and the flavours going all the way through it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so put that on like that. I mean, this is just the perfect thing to have in this cold weather. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Really comforting. Okay, so we're ready to go in the oven. Bit of foil on the top.
All right.
How long?
About 30, 35 minutes.
180 degrees again?
Yep.
Fantastic.
All right.
All right.
Tear that off. And
So why don't we leave that cooking and we'll go and find Alistair from Chateau Tahbilk, who's 4th generation vigneron, and then we can come back and have some lunch.
good.
Yeah? Good eye. Come on. Come on. Good
Yeah,
girl.
good girl.
Yay! Oh,
Yay.
puppy!
Woohoo!
So come on, is this fixed? Is this ready to go?
It's ready.
Is it fixed? There's nothing broken about it.
It's ready to come out of the oven.
Okay.
Let's
all
have
right.
a look.
Okay. Come on. It's very handy to oven, isn't it?
Okay.
Oh, that looks beautiful. Really
Look at
gorgeous. Yeah, lovely.
You can see that all the flavours have met each other and it's going to really, really taste great.
What a lovely thing. We could,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be a beautiful thing to eat outside in the vines. Oh, Richard,
Look how beautiful this is.
it's beautiful, Richard, but you've taken the wrong turn.
How do you know?
How do I know? Because we're just totally lost.
What are we going to do?
I'll look at the map. Hi, Di. Hello.
Hello.
We're very excited. It's Lady
Lady
Di
first.
from Di's Rhubarb Farm.
Enough, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
Hello.
So, Di, you're the rhubarb guru. What is it that you can tell us that makes rhubarb so fantastic?
Richard and Trace, do you realise that rhubarb is very low in fructose, so you two can probably enjoy it?
That's fantastic.
There's a lot of people that are intolerant these days, and this is one of the things that,
That they can eat. Yeah.
We'd like to learn how you cook your rhubarb because
Well,
I've always done it with water and sugar.
And I've always done it with orange juice also.
Look, I just sit down with a little bit of rhubarb I've just poached lightly with my little bit of raw sugar.
So you don't
Easy
put
and
too much
earthiness.
water in it when you first
No
cook?
water.
No water.
Oh, no water.
No, that's why I'm saying I'm an intolerant farmer. You're not to put any water in it and raw sugar in it because you've got that beautiful organic and earthy flavour
Yeah.
and I don't want you to kill that. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to cook some later
Oh,
on.
yeah.
We
Yes.
will be cooking something fantastic with it.
I'll be there to judge it.
Oh, right. Well, maybe if we let you try our cake, maybe Di could let us try some of
Her
yours.
cake, maybe?
And then
Oh,
we'll
there's one there
judge.
for you to try.
Yeah, we'll judge harshly.
Yeah, oh, well, you'll like it, so I'm not worried.
I'm sure.
Of course. Richard,
Yes.
how gorgeous was Di from Di's Rhubarb Farm?
Beautiful woman.
Absolutely wonderful. We've learnt about rhubarb. We've learnt how to cook it.
So what we're going to do today
Yeah.
is we're going to cook a gluten-free rhubarb torte.
Torta.
Torta.
Yeah, torta. You can
Yeah.
say tort.
I say
just want to
tort.
be a bit affected.
All right.
Yeah. So we've got Liddell's beautiful lactose-free milk,
And beautiful Liddell's lactose-free cream.
and we're going to make our own
Ricotta.
ricotta. Now, this is really exciting because I've never made ricotta and I've always purchased it from a deli or a supermarket, but Richard's taught me how to make it
It's
myself.
really, really, really simple.
Come on, let's do
Even
it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
All right, so let's grab the milk.
And we'll pop this into...
The whole litre goes into this.
Yep.
So I'm going to grab the Liddell's lactose-free cream.
Yep.
When that's heated up to that point just before it boils a bit, we add the acid elements, which are lemon and Melrose apple cider vinegar.
And we're going to stir that in. Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
All right.
So just stir, and then tap,
That's
tap.
it.
And then magically it starts to lift and separate like an old bra. It's amazing. And then we're going to tip it through this muslin cloth.
You've got to allow the curds and the whey to separate, so that's probably going to take about 5 minutes
Yeah,
while
so-
we prepare the dry ingredients.
Okay. So we've got some gluten-free flour.
A cup of gluten-free flour, almond meal.
So we're going to tip that into the
tip that
gluten-free
into there.
flour.
Right, so we've got a teaspoon of cinnamon.
And with your spices, if you can get them fresh, Cinnamon's tricky to get fresh because you've got to grind it yourself.
Yeah.
It's enormous.
It's the only way to do it.
Yeah, but with nutmeg, you just need a grater, and that's about 1/4 of a teaspoon.
And the last thing we add is about a pinch of salt.
Wow, that was the biggest pinch of salt I've ever seen.
Very big hands.
Have you? Show me. Measure. Oh, my God. Like gigantor. OK, let's move on from that. Because you know what they say about men with big hands and big feet?
What?
They wear big gloves and big shoes. So we're mixing all that together, the nutmeg and the cinnamon. Oh, it's just
So you mix that and
beautiful.
we'll start on our wet ingredients.
OK.
We've got 3 eggs.
So while you're doing that, I'll probably start with my egg whites.
So I'm going to use 1/4 cup of apple juice concentrate and 1/4 cup of Liddell's milk.
OK, the lactose-free
And I'm going
milk.
to combine that with a scraped
Okay.
vanilla bean.
All right, so while you're doing that, I'm going to just whiz up these egg whites.
Okay. This is the beautiful vanilla bean, which I'm going to add to the eggs.
But when you're actually mixing up your egg whites, you want them to be quite stiff with little peaks on them, like little mountains.
Yeah.
You can see those peaks forming.
That's nearly done, Trace.
Yeah, and you should be able to just hold the bowl upside down. And we always pray that they stay up there. Yeah.
So to our egg mixture, I'm now going to add the apple juice concentrate and the Liddell's milk.
Okay, so
We're going to add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients now.
so we'll pop that in. See, here's the thing. It always says make a little well. I've made the little well. It makes no difference. I just chuck it in. Seriously.
All right, that's our mixture coming together there. What's going to happen next is we're going to add our ricotta.
Okay,
Yeah.
gorgeous. So just tip that in.
Yeah,
Plop
pop
it
it
in.
in.
Okay, wow, how exciting.
So you can just sort of break that up just a little bit as you do that. You don't want to, like, break them up into the smallest of pieces because I still want to be able to see some large bits of ricotta, but you also want to make sure that everything is combined together. So I think that's nearly done, Trace.
Yep, so with the egg whites, the whole idea is to be really gentle because we want to keep that air in the cake. So if you can very gently fold that in, please, Richard.
Okay. Our torte is nearly complete.
A torta.
A torta.
Bellissima.
Bellissima.
Ricardo. Okay, so now we're ready to put it all together.
Fantastic.
So we'll tip it in this fabulous
Can you hold that?
cake tin that we've already prepared. So we've used coconut oil to grease that. You can use butter or ghee. It just makes it easier to get the cake out. Okay.
So you just want to spread that around.
Okay, so now we're going to put some of Di's rhubarb on that she picked for us.
All right, so what I'm doing is I'm actually going to lay this rhubarb out in a bit of a starburst pattern, which I know is a little bit retro, but it also creates a lovely, lovely circle, which is going to catch all our sugar and everything. When it bakes up, it's going to bake the beautiful top. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to bake the cake for about 20, 25 minutes at a heat of about 180.
You can't fail with 180.
Let's get this in.
In we go. Oh, I'm so excited. I really
All right.
can't wait to try it.
I hope Di comes back for our cake.
I hope she doesn't. I want to eat all of it. She's got her own cake. Come on, Richard.
All right.
It looks so gorgeous. Careful. Hot, hot, hot.
Hot.
Oh, lovely.
Look at this. Look at that.
That's just fantastic. Now, you wanted to sort of pretty it up a little bit.
I do want to pretty it up. I'm
Yeah.
just going to brush a little bit of Melrose apple juice concentrate over it,
this
just to make it look really beautiful.
Yeah, this is 100% organic apple juice concentrate.
All right.
Okay, so what we're going to do is serve it.
And head out into this beautiful Chateau Tahbilk vineyard.
And nom,
and,
nom, nom!
and enjoy our rhubarb autumn torta.
Yeah, fantastic. It's pretty damn sexy,
Dude,
isn't
look
it?
at that.
Yeah.
You are, Trace. Cheers. Chateau Tahbilk.
How fantastic was Nagambi?
Beautiful.
I got to tell you, hello, Di. We just loved your rhubarb.
I learned how to cook rhubarb properly
You did. We've all been putting too much sugar in it.
and all been putting too much liquid in it.
Yes. So we've got some fantastic Otway pork here today.
Which we're going to turn into a slow-cooked pork curry
Yes.
with pork crackling.
So what do you want to start first?
I want to start taking the skin away from the meat. Just grab that in there, and you can slowly pull it back, like so, and then do that.
See, I've never cooked roast pork because I haven't had enough experience with it. It wasn't something that we had a lot in our house, and my parents were English, so we would have like really badly cooked, sorry, Mum, lovely, beautifully cooked chops. with all the rubbery fat on them. But it's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep this to create our pork crackling.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to split this pork up, Trace.
Okay, you're just going to cut it into chunks?
I'm just going to cut it into big chunks.
So I'm going to make a Super 7 sauce. I have no idea why it's called Super 7. Do you?
I do.
Go on then.
Because when I originally thought of it, it was just 7 or something. As long as it's the same amount.
Oh, okay. So this is 100 mils. Ah, got it.
So it's 100 ml of...
100 mils of water.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I've got 100 mils of fish sauce.
Yes.
Lime juice, 100 mils. Okay. And we've got coconut sugar. And this is 100 grams.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 more ingredients. One I'm scared of, so I'll just skip them carefully. It's like a biohazard, okay? I've had incidences, okay? So please pass me my gloves. Now, I know it looks a little bit
I
hospitally.
wonder how they do this on daytime hospital.
No.
Yeah, like
Okay,
that.
nurse, scrubs. Thank you.
There we are.
Now ready for my chilli. Now, these came out of the freezer. We might want to explain that.
Okay, the reason why I put them in the freezer trays is so when you're actually smashing them and bashing them,
Yes.
it seems to be a lot easier to actually get the garlic and the chilli melded together.
Yep. The other thing too
Is this a great place to store them?
Yeah. Now, this is unorthodox. This is how I smash garlic because I enjoy it, okay?
Okay, I'm going to add some turmeric, coriander root, garlic.
Yes. Yes. Oh, seriously, nearly got chilli in the eyeball. Cooking can be a health hazard.
Dangerous.
Dangerous. Okay.
All right.
I think it's done.
I think it's done too.
That looks good.
Okay, Trace, can you pick up the coconut for me?
Yes. Straight in there.
Straight in there.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right, mix that all together, Trace, because this is going to be like a little spice rub.
You look like a doctor with something really wrong with you.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's there for a reason. So I'm going
Okay.
to put all the spice rub now
Okay.
over there.
Yes. Okay, I'm interested, but I've got stuff to do. I'm a busy woman.
Okay,
Okay.
there we are.
I've got a toy to play with.
All you've got to do is that, Trace.
Okay.
All right, just put that in big pieces, in big chunks. It's going to cook for 3 hours, I suppose.
I think it needs to cook for 4 hours, Rich.
Okay. So I'm going to put some pineapple on it, Trace.
Okay, I'm going to start playing with my new toy.
All right, and look, I like to use coconut water in this, not coconut milk.
Coconut water, beautiful
Not
flavour.
so rich as coconut milk. Now, I'm going to put this in the oven, but I've forgotten. How long do we put it in there for, Trace?
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Meanwhile, I'm making a dog's breakfast of this coleslaw, but it's going to be great.
A little bit of paper over the top to keep the steam in,
And then
and then
foil on top.
foil on top.
Do you want me to hold one end? No, clearly
No,
not.
clearly
All right,
not.
I'll get back to doing my coleslaw. So, herbs, mint and chives. Would you like to chop those up, please?
You can finish that.
I will. So we've got coriander here. And you don't have to use the whole thing, but using fresh herbs just makes something ordinary into something really extraordinary. You know, can I have those chives?
Yep.
Please?
So I like to leave them in long lengths, Trace.
Oh, I don't. They get stuck in my teeth. I've got to pull
No, but
them
then you
out.
can. Then you've got lots of language in there.
Language.
Language. Food is language. It's
it?
another language.
Right.
Do you want to give that a quick little toss?
I'm sure you can toss it.
There we are.
I'm sure you're really good at that. And we're going to cover that with some cling wrap.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm going to attend to the pork crackling.
Okay.
So I'm just going to rub a little bit of oil on top of it,
Yep.
just so you can get your salt to stick. Like so. And then a little bit of salt. Actually, a lot of salt.
There's enough salt on there. My aortas are already screaming.
That's all right.
I'm worried.
I'm not worried because I actually have a low salt diet, so I can have salt when I want to.
It's all about you, isn't it, Richard?
Well, if
Off
you
you go. Stick it in.
Stick it in. So that'll be about 3.5 hours, Tracy.
It'll be 4. I know that for a fact.
Oh, this is the big
And
reveal.
You're going to take the foil off
I'm going to take the foil off.
and
I'm
leave
going
it.
to add a little bit of our Super 7 dressing. Ooh, look at that pineapple. That looks beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's
That's
beautiful.
exactly what it's supposed to do, fall apart. Now, you might be wondering why we're not splashing this all over the top, but because of the high sugar content, leave some for me for my slaw if you don't mind. We put it down the side, so because if we put it on the top, it would burn and that would ruin
So much
it.
sugar, it just turns black.
Yeah. Okay, so back in the oven, but with the foil off.
Off for about 15 minutes. Okay, and now we can finish our slaw.
Okay, so can you put maybe 5 or 6 spoons on there, please, Richard?
Ooh, big bits of chilli there. Great.
I'll just give that a little work that through.
So all those mint and all that chive and all that coriander and the apple is going to sit so well with our slow-cooked pork and pineapple curry.
And then they'll have a little party on the plate and they'll speak the same language.
Oh, she's taking it.
I am taking it, yeah. So what I think we could do now, we go set the table.
Right.
Okay? Gorgeous. Good-o.
Here we go, Trace.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty
How
gorgeous.
beautiful does that look?
Yeah, wonderful.
And
Oh, well done.
okay.
All right, let's plate it up.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
it is lovely.
Which piece do you want, Tracy?
I don't mind, it all looks gorgeous.
Okay, that's beautiful.
So you've got your beautiful slow-cooked pork with pineapple and a fresh herb coleslaw with Super 7 dressing. So I'll pop some of that in here.
And the beautiful crackling.
Yeah, go on.
Okay. See, that's all you want.
I really want to eat this now.
This is beautiful, and I know because I cooked it for my sister, and she said it was the best pork she ever tasted.
And you cooked it for me, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. I just want to eat it, Richard. Seriously, it looks pretty good.
Okay, we're eating.
Don't you use knives in your house?
No.
Really?
Actually, no.
Really?
No.
Okay, fine.